Hey, what's up, people? Thank you for tuning in with Prophet Gayu. So really quick, I want to go over the process of getting a visa for residency in the Dominican Republic. Now, this goes for whether you're going for the temporary or the permanent residency. This is the process in a nutshell. Now, the beginning process is very streamlined. It's very simple. Now, it is in your best interest to start the visa process while you are in the Dominican, while you are in the United States if you're American, or your home country for wherever you're from. It's much easier to do it that way. And basically, that process is there's a couple of ways, but it's all streamlined to one point. And that is, you can either actually reach out directly on the phone or shoot an email to the consulate or an embassy, whichever is closer to you. I'm here in the DC area, so the embassy is closer to me. So reach out to them, and then I reached out via email, and they were very they responded, if not the same day, the next day, and they'll lay out all the stuff that you need, and you compile all that paperwork. The Dominican Republic are really big on getting things apostille. So everything has to be apostille. All the documents that at the state level, like birth certificate, um, if you're married, if you got kids, all that stuff at the state level can get apostille at the state level. And it doesn't have to be your home state; it could be any state. But the FBI background checklist, the FBI background summary, that has to be apostille at the federal level. And there's only one office that does that. So, especially now in the pandemic, you will likely see that there's delays with that, and there is no rush in that. I mean, that just takes a while. So you'll make sure you get that apostille and all the other documents you'll need, such as uh, you'll have to have yes, proof of work and proof of income, and that can be provided through bank statements, or this is a statement from your um, from your employer. You'll have to provide quite a few things in that nature, and just to prove that who you are. So just like your passport, birth certificate, you'll need to have someone in the ER vouch for you to basically say, "Hey, I'm like a guarantor." As you'll see that come up a lot of times in the DR. Someone that can vouch for you, and that will be provided in a letter. So all that stuff that the consulate slash embassy lay out for you, you will compile all those things, get an apostle, and translate it. They'll do the translation there, but you have to pay a fee for that, and that fee is pretty expensive. So I doubt you want to go with that. You can probably have a cheaper route in doing that. I've known of some people that actually use programs online and just find a document that's in English, and they'll translate it into Spanish, and then there you have it. So whichever you do, you feel comfortable with, do it. I wouldn't recommend doing that if you don't really know Spanish, because things may come out not well translated, and then you got some issues with that. But that's basically it. You compile everything, take it to the embassy or consulate, and once you get there, they will they will take everything. They will ask you to either actually leave your passport, and then you'll come back to the embassy to pick it up with the visa in it, or they'll actually do it right there on the spot. And and for most people that I know, that process is fairly quickly. And once you have that, you'll go to the DR on your next trip to the DR. You go there, and once you go through immigration and all that, you'll have to start the process to initiate the residency process, whether it's temporary or permanent. Now, That process has to be initiated within 30 days of you arriving in the Dominican Republic on that visa. And once you do that and you complete whatever you have to complete to initiate that process, then you can come back to the United States or wherever country you're from, and then wait for that residency process to end. Or if you're one of those folks that will be there for the long term on that visa, you can do so as well. But you don't have to stay there on that visa until that residency process is complete. You can actually come back to your home country. So there is the process in a nutshell. I do recommend going with a lawyer. Now, I know a lot of folks that go with the lawyer on the side of the U.S. getting that visa, and on the side in the Dominican Republic when getting that residency. Honestly, you can do the visa part yourself instead of paying someone, you know, a couple of $1,000 to do that process. You can do it yourself in the U.S. Um, and even though the documents are in Spanish, you can always translate them or ask them they can send you documents in English, and that process will be easy for you. But definitely, once you get to the DR and you're doing the residency process, you definitely want to have someone who can um, who can help you out with that process. So I hope you guys can make use of that information. If you got any questions, let me know. You can shoot me a message on Instagram or shoot me an email. Y'all have a good one.